Hello everybody, my name is Buzzycombs and welcome back to the Minecraft 100 Baby Challenge. Today I'm going to have another 5 babies, but before I do that, it is divorce time. So my dear rainbow wife Ashley, come here, please. No, she's running away. Hey, hi, hello. We're about to end things, by the way. I'm very sorry. Oh, no, wrong button. We're not making a baby, we are divorcing. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go now, and I am going to collect myself some beautiful, marvelous wealth so I can get on to marrying my next wife. So I'm going to grab myself some blocks of diamonds, a wedding ring, and some blocks of gold as well. And with these beautiful riches, I am going to hop on journey and leash up adventure, and we are going to go off and find me a new wife. And before I go out, I'm actually going to craft myself a silk lead, because apparently with this, I can leash my horses to each other. But wait. Why did the lead break? Okay, I'm gonna lash you guys together. Right click. Oh, really? That sucks a lot. I wonder if it's like less likely to break though. I'm gonna try this and hope it doesn't break as easily as a normal lead. Okay, nope, the silk lead is not any stronger than the normal lead. Good to know.
A few moments later.
Wait a second. I just did some calculations in my brain. I don't think I need to bring adventure with me this time. So really quick, I'm actually going to run back home, drop him off, and exclusively take a journey along on this trip. And here I am at this really cool floating village where I am going to marry the beautiful Azalea. So, as usual, I'm going to equip my riches, and of course, after a failing conversation, I'm just going to gift her all of this yummy wealth. Horse! No! Journey! No! Journey! No! Wait! Get up here! Oh my gosh, my horse almost drowned! Oh my gosh, Journey is at half a heart. Oh, that was way too close. Okay, there's a little fence right here. I'm gonna pick at you right here. Please do not go into the water again, Journey. I do not want to lose you. Anyways, close calls aside, hello Azalea, take my money please. And now, let's get married.
I feel so complete, but I know this is just the beginning.
And so we're gonna have your first of 10 babies, and it is a baby girl who I'm going to name Cyanide. And now that we have our first baby, I'm just going to yoink my wife, and we're gonna head on home like this. It is the perfect method of travel. Alrighty, and now that my new wife and I are home, sweet home, I am going to plop her down right here and set this as her home. What?
Nice home, but all beds seem to be reserved.
Well, I know a solution to that. I'll just break one and now do it again.
I'm happy we're finally moving in.
Me too. And since you're here, let's set down our baby who has beautiful purple eyes and brown hair. You know what? Cyanide kind of looks like me, except for the eyes. Anyways, I'm going to pluck her off the ground, set her in a crib, and of course have the next baby of today, who is a baby boy. And I'm going to name this boy Robin. And now that I have sweet little Robin, I'm going to start collecting the materials I'd like to use for today's next build. And I think I'm going to use a mixture of mahogany wood, jacaranda, and a little dash of cherry. Now I'm going to take myself a couple of framed walls because I have a feeling these are going to be very valuable. And now with all these materials, the place I would like to build this new home will actually be right over here behind our 2 shroom houses. And really quickly, I'm just going to eliminate this fir tree right here because it's taking up a little bit too much space. And, well, now that we have the location cleared out, which luckily was not a lot of work, it is time to get to building. So I started off this build by building up the front with jacaranda wood, then I stripped it down to its bare white underbar. Next, I started working on the mahogany walls, and once I was done with the siding, I went on to building yet another stripped back wall, which I think contrasts quite nicely with the mahogany. Then, as a final touch, I added a few windowsills by utilizing some stairs, and lastly, some framed walls filled with stripped wood. Alrighty, so this is what the build is looking like so far, and I think it is coming along so nicely, and I'm really excited to continue making progress on it. Before I do that, however, little Robin is ready to age up, so I'm going to take him back home, plop him down right here, and he has red hair! Oh my gosh, that is so fitting. I love it! And here is little Robin. I'm going to set him in a crib next to his sister. And now I'm going to find their mother and make the next baby of the day. And here is my darling Azalea in the graveyard. So this is not a good place to have a new baby. So come with me. We are going to exit this location and instead make the next child in front of the house. And our next baby of the day is another girl. And I am going to name her Sin. And one thing I've just realized I forgot to do is actually pick an outfit for Azalea. So I'm going to grab the needle and thread and pick out a new outfit for her. And I think this cozy little salmon sweater would be perfect for her. And now, of course, I'm going to get back to building. To finish up the build, I added a Hakulanda slab roof, cleared out the floor, and filled it in with cherry planks. Then I added the windows. Alrighty, and this is the build so far. Now there is one final touch I would like to add to the exterior, and that will be this big clinic sign, because after several suggestions, I am finally building a home that is also a clinic. Now it is time for little Sin to age up, so I'm just going to pop her down right here, and she is adorable. So now I'm just going to set her in a crib, and of course, I'm going to make the next baby of the day, which is another boy who I'm going to name Laxative, because that's a very normal name for a kid, isn't it? Yeah, let's say it is. Anyways, though, now that I have my darling little Laxative, the next thing I'm going to do for this building is actually partition off the interior to create a few separate rooms. So I'm gonna go on ahead and do that real quick. Alrighty, so I have sectioned off the rooms. We have 2 nursing stations here where sick patients will reside. Then here, I like to think that these are going to be some working stations. And then last but not least, we will have the bedroom right here. Now, before I go on to decorating, in order to make this a clinic, I actually need to meet a couple of requirements. And if I check this blueprint right here and open the catalog, the clinic, also known as an infirmary, needs 1 cauldron, 1 flower pot, 1 brewing stand, and 1 bed. And a cauldron I can get simply enough because I do have a lot of iron, and everything else is quite simple as well, except for the brewing stand. So I'm gonna have to go back to the nether. But before I do that, I'm going to plop down little Laxative, who is adorable, set him in a crib, and equip myself with some golden boots and a shield, because I need to go to a nether fortress. Alrighty, I am now here at the nether fortress, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to stay here any longer than I have to, so I'm gonna kill some blazes and get out. Oh, hi. Oh my gosh, she went flying. Okay, I've got 2 blaze rods. I am good, and I'm going home. And now that I'm home, I'm going to craft the brewing stand. And now that I have all the necessary materials to make an infirmary, I'm also going to have the final baby of the day, which is a baby boy. So his name is going to be Chester. And now that I have the final baby of the episode, I'm going to go on ahead and start crafting all the materials I'm going to need to decorate this build. Alrighty, and just like magic, we now have everything we're going to need to decorate this new home. So now I'm going to bring a little Chester to life, and here he is. So I'm of course going to set him in a crib, maybe. There we go. He's in a crib now. And finally get to decorating our infirmary. So firstly, I'm going to get to decorating these sick rooms. And so to get started on that, I'm going to strip down the cherry floor and replace it with these cross-haired white wool blocks. Then I'm going to set a white bed in the corner, a little bookshelf beside it, a little flower pot with an azure bluette, then a silver lamp. Next, I'm going to add a couple of cozy little bookshelves above the lamp, and lastly, a pretty little painting of the outside. And this is what the clinical rooms look like, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side too, just in reverse. And just like that, these little clinical rooms are completed. Next up, I'm going to add a long white carpet to the hallway, and now I'm going to get to work on these working areas. So once again, these are going to be quite similar with some shelved counters, some books, and a couple of paintings. But to make both of these workstations distinct, the one on the right is going to be the brewing area, and the one on the left is going to be the sink. And of course, it's going to have a cozy little flower as well. So now that these workstations are completed, the final thing I have to work on is the bedroom. Now, the first thing I'm going to tackle in this room is actually the shelf right above the door. And what I'm going to do is set up 3 little flower pots and fill them with some really beautiful flowers. Next, I'm going to fill in the room with a few beds. Then and sprinkle a couple of nightstands throughout. And of course, each nightstand is going to have its own cute pink lamp. Now, the final thing I'm going to add is a painting on each side. Now, the absolute final touch I'd like to add to the clinic would be a cute little wreath and a hanging wind chime. And just like that, the clinic is finished. So now it's time for me to summon the children. And just like this, all of my kids have been settled in. So now I'm going to select their outfits. Now, Robin here is going to wear this simple knit sweater. Little Sin is going to wear this really cute dinosaur-themed outfit that I've been eyeballing for a really long time now. Next, Little Laxative here is going to wear this really cute heart-themed sweater. Whereas Cyanide is going to wear this green sports outfit because cyanide is deadly and this is a very toxic-looking green. And last but not least, we have Little Chester, who's just going to rock this rowing striped shirt. And just like that, all my new kids are officially settled in, which means we have reached the end of today's episode on the Minecraft 100 Baby Challenge. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to let me know by leaving a like and subscribe. And without further ado, thank you all so much for watching, and I guess I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!